The views and opinions expressed by the show hosts are their own and do not reflect those of WSTU Radio or the Little Dog Media Group. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, or reuse of this program without the written permission of WSTU is strictly prohibited. Welcome to Crown Car Care, serving Martin County since 2006 with trusted, high-quality repairs you can count on. And now, your host, Todd Harris.
Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. It's November 12th, 2025, and we're days away from Christmas. And as you know, Crown Car Care has an exclusive contract with Santa's sled. We refurbish and juice up his engines every year to go faster and faster. In fact, last couple of years we've had Santa live on the air.
We did.
And today is a special day. Not only am I here and Ray's here, but we have the one and only who traveled great distances to get here. We have Frank here live in the studio. In fact, the crowds were so great when they heard Frank was here. We had to weave our way through the crowds to get to world headquarters.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome aboard, Frank.
Hey, it's great to be here. It's good to see you again.
So we have three of the greatest car minds here in Martin County, all assembled in one location. And we have a heck of a show for today. We're talking about money, machines, and motorcades.
Nice.
And the money is going to be about $1 trillion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, pocket change, right? Yeah.
Frank, you know anything about that Elon Musk? What's he got? $1 trillion coming his way?
Yeah, but it's going to take 10 years for him to get it.
Yes, and I've heard that there's quite a few targets that he's going to have to reach.
Milestones.
He's going to have to hit about $8.5 trillion on market cap with the company. And he's got, you were telling me earlier, something about his robots.
Oh, yeah, Optimus. So his Fremont plant, that's the one in California.
Yep.
And that was the repurposed General Motors plant.
Yeah, the UMI plant or UNI, it was a joint venture between Toyota and General Motors.
Correct, right? That's where they made the Chevy Love
and the
pickups.
I think it was the renamed Nova. I think back they made a small version of it there.
Did they?
I've driven by the Fremont.
Did you really?
Yeah, I used to live out there, and I've driven by it. Big facility. It's many city blocks long, and it's just a huge industrial complex. And I did not know the robots are going to be out of there.
Yeah, so they dedicated
those robots. They're smart, and they can do a lot of things that other workers can't do, which is continued stamina. They can work all day without taking a break.
Yes. No.
You don't have to feed them except plug them in probably with electricity.
Yes.
They don't complain.
Nope.
Nothing's too hard for them.
No.
Sounds like the ideal worker.
Yes.
Wow.
$20,000-$30,000 a piece, I think.
Oh my goodness. I don't know if I could afford those at Crown Car Care. As you know, Crown Car Care is a sponsor of this show. And we have two locations here in Martin County. We have one off Cove Road, and we have one in Palm City. Been a fixture here in the town and county for about 19 years. We welcome every one of you to give us a try. If you're looking for a new home for your car, if you're looking for some good advice, if you're looking for an oil change, if you're looking for an alignment, if you're looking for your air conditioning to blow cold, if you're looking for a new set of tires, if you're looking for a cooling system service, look no other than Crown Car Care. The phone number at the Cove Road store, which is east of US 1 on Cove Road, which is almost in the Hope Sound, is 772-283-4707. Kelly or Cody will take your phone call, and they'll be glad to help you and get you scheduled in. Out in Palm City, we have Mike, that's our manager over there. And I have my son, Max, is now starting to take over the reins, and he's a young technician in the training. As you know, my greatest asset in my business is my ability to fix and diagnose cars. And he's taking right in my footsteps.
Nice.
He's doing, in fact, about a week and a half ago, Max and I were up in, and we've talked about this, we were up in Jacksonville with Hunter Engineering Corporation, which makes alignment equipment, which we have both at each store. He was trained and he has a certificate, and so do I. And he's been doing front end work like crazy this week.
Nice.
All his own. And it was just, for me, it's just such a joy to see my son embrace what I've embraced and learn what I've learned. And I was with him up in Jacksonville, and boy, he was good.
Well,
Yeah.
it's so much easier to sell a service when you know exactly how it's performed.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we at Crown Car Care. How many businesses have you been to or frequented where
Mhm.
the owner doesn't know anything about the business?
Right. Or the person who answers the phone.
Correct.
Right.
We
Yeah.
do.
Right.
All my staff are trained. All my staff know exactly what we do. They
Mhm.
might not know exactly how to do it in the front, but they sure know about it, and then they can answer all your questions.
Right.
And any questions we can't answer, you know who it comes to: World Headquarters,
Mm.
Todd.
Yes.
That's right.
Of course.
And we
Yes.
handle it. So let's, as we were talking with Elon Musk, there was quite a bit of pushback on this.
Oh, yes.
Only 75% approved of this pay plan.
Mhm.
There was quite a few hedge funds, and I think quite a few over in European
Yes, there was a
community.
hedge fund out of the Netherlands that said, "Yeah, we're not so keen on that." But then you got to understand, in Europe,
They think different,
they
act different,
do.
walk
They have
different,
an
and talk
entirely
different.
different perspective on stuff. Yes,
Yeah, and over there in the Netherlands, I believe they can see the aurora borealis
they can.
at night, which is one of my dreams.
Well, and the sun is pretty active right now.
Yeah.
So you get probably a little more activity, a little more stuff to see out
And
there.
we've also got this big object heading towards us. What is it?
Oh yeah,
uh,
3-eye Atlas.
Atlas 1
Yeah.
or 2 or something like that.
3-eye Atlas. Yeah, yeah.
So quite a story on that one.
Woof. Yeah. More to come.
So
Yes.
obviously the pay plan was approved by the board and the shareholders. So he is on target to be the first trillionaire.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I could fathom even understanding that quantity of
Yeah.
money.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
think about
it's
$1 trillion of
Right.
in dollar bills. What would it fill? It probably would fill a factory. I mean, it would probably fill
Oh,
room
sure.
after room after room
Mhm.
of money.
Mm.
The actual quantity.
mm-hmm.
Mind-boggling to
It
me.
is. It is.
Some have said that his help with Dodge, which is a controversial program that they've implemented in our executive branch to wipe out waste and fraud, apparently people are against it.
Mm.
I don't know how anyone could be against eliminating waste and fraud, but again, I don't really know the details of it other than that I'm in favor of it.
Yeah.
Cut out the waste.
Yes, I think, and there's a cash dividend when you cut out the waste, and it makes you more productive as a country and as
Yes.
a business. And the business model that this president brings to government is really a blueprint on how to do things more efficiently.
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm.
So the next part of our 3-part program on today's show is machines. And we're going to talk about Ford, and we're going to talk about Porsche, or some say Porsche.
Yes.
I'm not exactly how you say it. Let's just say Porsche.
Yes.
It's easier for me to say.
Yeah.
Now Ford, with the blessings of the CEO, I think his name's Jim Farley,
It
who
is.
was actually a race car driver himself, had approved probably about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, this what they call the Ford GTD. Now, the name GTD, I've done quite a bit of research on it.
Mhm.
It stands for Grand Touring Daytona,
Mm.
and it is involved with IMSA. IMSA is the International Motorsports Association. And it's an international racing sanctioning body that has different classes. And from what I understand, GTD is a class in this IMSA organization.
Okay.
Now, we're going to talk about it compared against the Porsche GT3 RS, all these acronyms. Now, that name comes from a class of racing in the FIA, which is the Federal International Automobile. It's actually a French word. So that's another racing association of similar racing, similar classes. And so what Ford did was, when they released this vehicle, now it is available for sale, but it will set you back some money and you have to be approved to buy it.
Okay.
Approved. I put your name in, Frank.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you, Ray, as well.
Oh, good.
I don't know.
I'll
Have you
take
been
two.
contacted?
I need two of them.
Let me tell you what the list price is on that, or
Okay.
the starting price.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay,
Yeah.
the starting price is $327,960.
Chump change.
It's just a minor, just a small amount of money.
Yeah.
I'll write you a check, but I'm going to run.
Okay. Now the Porsche GT3 RS. Now RS stands for Rally Sport. I do know that.
Okay.
Okay. The names and the classes of racing. Basically, what it is the manufacturers hop up some of their standard fare automobiles,
Right.
depending on horsepower and suspension and weight, will compete in these international race associations and have a race against each other, which I would love to do. Now that car starts at $253,695, which is a bit lower. We were at 327, so this Porsche is cheaper. Now the Porsche GT3 RS has been around since the early 2000s, and it's a hopped up version of the 911, which is that rear engine Boxer 6 motor.
Okay.
Okay. Now the GTD is a supercharged V8. Okay. And the Porsche is a normally aspirated flat 6. So it's the pistons are opposing each other.
Huh.
Whereas the
There's a boost-
GTD is actually the motor is the Predator motor from the GT500. All these names and words. I hope I'm not confusing everybody. It is confusing, but I can tell you one thing. When you see the cars race and you hear the cars,
They make a different noise.
and we, by the way,
Oh,
will give you right now
we have a plethora
the
of
sound
noises.
of the GTD,
Okay.
which now is the supercharged V8. Go ahead and play it, Ray. Okay. Everyone hear that like whiny,
Yeah,
that, like
it-
whistling sound?
Describe that whine.
It is a supercharger. It's a Whipple supercharger,
Whipple.
which is a rotary. The blades in the supercharger, which is a giant air compressor, are spiral cut, and that whining sound is you hear those blades just cutting that air and compressing it.
Ah.
So that is what it's basically an air compressor on top of the motor, which gives it more air. And we
Mhm.
know, if you've been an avid listener of ours, air and fuel compressed with some spark is what creates the power. So the more
Mhm.
air that you get in, the more power. Now, the horsepower of that particular car, the GTD, which is the motor directly from the GT500, which is now not in production, is, I'll tell you right now, 815 horsepower. Okay, 815.
All right.
Now, the Porsche, which I told you is a flat 6, is 518. And Ray, if you'll play the sound of the Porsche. Okay, here's the Porsche.
Oh, it's an entirely different noise.
It sounds angry.
Yeah.
It's angry. It's mean. And that is a flat plane crank.
Oh.
Heard? Flat plane cranks have a unique, almost 2-stroke engine sound. Now, the Predator is a cross plane crank. My car that I have, I've heard me talk about, I have a lime green Shelby GT350, which is a 5.2 liters, which is the same displacement as the Predator, but it has a flat plane crank like the Porsche. So let's hear, you want to hear the sound? Can we get to my car? Because it would be a perfect time. Let me play on mine. Now, if you guys bear with me,
Yeah.
I'm going to play the sound of a flat plane crank GT350,
Right.
same displacement as the Ford GTD, which we're
Mhm.
talking about. Here it
Okay.
is. Now, do you hear at the end how that whine? Here, that kind of has that Porsche sound, that,
Yeah.
Right,
that
at the
angry
end.
sound at the end.
Yeah.
That's the flat plane crank that you're hearing. So we're going to take a break and then we'll come back.
All right.
We got more rumbles coming up. is what
Okay.
we have,
course.
right?
Rumble in the jungle.
Rumble in the jungle. All right.
All
we'll-
right.
We'll be right back with Crown Car Care.
You're listening to Crown Car Care with Todd Harris. Got a question or comment? Give us a call now at 220-9788. We'll be right back. Building long-term relationships through expert auto care with integrity, reliability, and a true dedication to keeping drivers safe on the road. This is Crown Car Care. And here's your host, Todd Harris.
Welcome back, everybody. Crown Car Care is the sponsor of this radio show. I'm Todd Harris. We welcome every one of you. If you're a new listener, I'm reporting, I guess I'd say I'm broadcasting right here out of Martin County.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful downtown historic Stuart.
Yeah, and we're about halfway down on the eastern side of the state of Florida. Maybe more than
a little
halfway.
more. Yeah, still the northern end of South Florida.
We're north of Palm Beach and West Palm
Correct.
Beach,
Mhm.
but south of Orlando on the ocean side.
That's right.
I think one of the greatest counties in this country, in fact.
No,
That's
I
how
think
I
so.
feel.
Yes, yes.
Could be I'm biased. I live
Oh,
here and have
yeah.
my businesses here,
Well,
but I do love my home.
I think it's the center of the universe.
And I'm going to tell you, if you have a car here in Martin County,
Mm-hmm.
I urge every one of you to come to Crown Car Care.
Mm-hmm.
We'll roll out the red carpets. We are welcoming new clients, customers, and vehicles. If you have any type of service needs or maintenance needs, we'll do it, and we'll do it the best we can, which is excellent. All I can say is the
Right.
type of service that we deliver is excellent. Go onto our Google reviews, look on our websites. You'll get live reviews that are updated daily.
Mm-hmm.
We have a system in place that keeps track of all that, and we also have we are also surveying our customers to make sure that we're doing our best, because if we're not doing our best, then I'm not serving you the best I can.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way I know that I'm serving you the best is with that type of feedback. And we're very proud of the fact that we do feedback updates always weekly and many times daily.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how quick we get the reviews, we put them right back on our website as well as on Google Business Reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So we're the real deal.
Yeah, ask the right questions when customers come to the office and they have a problem. They can't maybe fully describe what the nature of they know it's having a problem, making a noise, or something's not working right, and you ask the appropriate prompting questions to help diagnose it, and then you dig in and dive in further.
Well, I'll give you an example. We had a customer that came all the way down from almost Fort Lauderdale, brought his Grand Marquis up to us, a Mercury, and
he couldn't get anybody to do any work for him down there.
And we
couldn't
served
figure
him
it
and
out.
served him well
Mhm.
and solved his issues.
Mhm.
And we just can't wait to help him again. And I believe he's going to be coming back up in for some air conditioning work.
Yes.
And we love those kind of stories where nobody else can help you, but we always reach out
Mhm.
and we will go the distance and help you out.
Exactly
So
right.
if you want to try us out, the best way to try us out is with an oil change. It's a good entry level, introductory type service that you can see what we're all about. And if you believe in what we believe, and if you like the way we walk and the way we talk and the way we service your vehicles, then we think you'll be hooked and you'll be part of our family forever.
Yeah.
At least as long as I'm on this earth.
That's right.
And now we have my son taking over, Max. And it's gonna be
Generation
and
two.
I'm
Yeah.
the first generation in this business. I started it myself quite a few years ago. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, mainly with being overworked and underpaid sometimes in the beginning years. But we've always served our customers the best we can, and they love it. And that's why we're still here in Martin County.
That's it.
Next, let's get some more car sounds. Now, some other car sounds that I thought would be interesting to hear is, have you ever heard of Model T Ford?
Yes.
They sound a little bit different than some of these race cars.
They
do we have
do.
a Model T Ford that we can cue?
So that's naturally aspirated,
That's
right?
a naturally aspirated Model T Ford. You can have it in one color only, black.
That's right. We'll paint your car any color you want as long as it's black.
Right.
Mhm.
Now, another car that I'll tell you about, you've heard me talking about, this company from Yugoslavia came out with a car back in the mid to late 80s called the Yugo.
Mhm.
Now, they're quite a car. In fact, I think we've got the sound of one of them now, don't we?
Some people wanted to rename it No Go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that thing sounds like a race car to me. You know, they offered a sport edition of that. It was a sticker package.
A sticker package.
Yeah. I'd love to get one of these. They're hard to find,
Yeah.
highly sought after. by junkyards.
Yes.
Right? Highly sought after. They're collectible for iron, recycled.
Yes. Oh, Lordy.
Now, I'm going to give
Yes.
you one. We have a live caller here. Why, hello. Is this this is WSTU, Heritage Radio Station of the Treasure Coast. May I help you?
Hi. Well, yes, this is Tamara, of course. And I heard you talking about the GT3 and the GTD.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the Porsche GT3, it asked the Ford GTD if it wanted a race, and the Ford said, sure, give me a second to turn off all these warning lights.
Nice.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Should have raced the Yugo.
Should have raced the Yugo. We just played the Yugo car sound, the Yugo.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
Then we had a Model T Ford, and a little bit we're going to play Max's C6 Corvette live on the air.
Oh, that thing makes noise.
It does.
It makes noise.
And it's fast, too.
That thing makes noise.
Yeah, but, you know, it's not as loud as his Dodge Charger, so.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he has two cars, the Dodge Charger purple, and he also has the light purple C6 Corvette. Yeah. He's a car
kind of
guy
a-
like me.
Oh,
Kind
it's
of
completed.
iridescent.
It's completed now?
He's
Yeah.
gonna start a purple car collection.
Yes. So what else is going on in the world of Crown Car Care? Anything good you can tell us?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, everything. Wonderful.
We were telling
Fixing
it.
cars.
We were telling everybody that if they want to try us out with an oil change, because we check everything we do. What's a DVI?
Digital vehicle inspection.
And
Nice.
do we do them on every vehicle?
Yes.
We do?
Take pictures. That way you see what the technician is seeing. And, you know, so when somebody tells you, oh, you need a new cabin air filter. Well, when you can see what your cabin air filter looks like, it just helps to reinforce that this is what you need.
And we keep it
Because
all on our
somebody just
records.
Tells you, oh, you know, you don't, and especially when you can see what a clean one and a dirty one looks like, it's kind of scary. You know, because sometimes I think, what am I breathing in my car?
Yes.
But
Well, super.
yes, so it's wonderful.
All righty. Well, thank you for calling.
Okay,
And
okay.
hold on for the ride. And we're winding through this show like
good.
lickety split here.
And I don't know if you can hear me, Tamara, but thanks for calling.
Yes. Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Now, I think we've talked enough about the GTD and the Porsche. Now, let me tell you, though, there's the Porsche fanboys and there's the Ford fanboys.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a huge, well, friendly competition.
Yes. There
Who
you go.
says which is better and which isn't? I will
Right.
tell you this: the Ford GTD weighs quite a bit more. It's wider and longer, has fatter tires, has more power. But the Porsche, on the other hand, is more nimble, has years and years of engineering development with racing. And Ford just entered this target market, and they said they're only making 1,000 of them, from what I've heard. And you have to be chosen. You had to write and send. You had to write a letter, and you had to send a video of why you wanted the car. And then
Whoa.
they chose you to buy it.
Good night.
I wonder if they offered financing on it,
Are you?
or
Well,
did you have to pay cash for it? $350,000.
ooh. Yeah, I would have to take the financing option.
Yeah, or just put it on a credit card.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the
Oh, yeah.
350 years to pay
Yeah.
it off.
Yes, very interesting.
That's an incentive to live longer.
I want to drive in one, at least passenger. I'd love to drive one myself, but
Hmm.
you know who bought one? Is Jay Leno had
Ah.
one.
He's got a collection of just about everything.
Yes, he does.
Maybe including a Yugo.
I don't know if he has a Yugo.
I bet you
I don't
he-
know he does.
Wonder if he has a sport edition one with the
But-
vinyl package.
But he has like a Stanley steamer that goes nearly 100 miles an hour.
Yes, you'd be surprised how fast.
Amazing.
You know what we're going to do a show on this is steam engines on
Yeah.
trains. You know how fast some of them things go?
Yeah, they go pretty quick.
And I will tell you, the big boy, which everyone touts as the biggest one,
Mhm.
is not the biggest one they've made. It's the biggest one that survives today.
Uh-huh.
But there's other ones that were bigger with more power.
Hmm.
And they had some aero streamlined engines and trains that went over 100 miles an hour. That's fast for steam.
Yeah, they raced the Stanley steamers back in the early 1900s.
But if they
Mhm.
blow up, it's third-degree burns.
Well, that's
Dangerous.
it. I mean, those things, those vehicles are limited by the metallurgy,
Yes.
the quality
yes.
of the metallurgy.
Now, our last topic
Mhm.
on our trifecta show was motorcades.
Okay.
And what I'd like to talk about is, does anyone out there know how the beast is
Mhm.
transported?
Yes.
Frank, any ideas?
I think it's a cargo plane.
Yeah, then, now, the beast, for
Yes.
of our listeners that don't know, is the limousine or presidential vehicle
But it's a package.
that
It's
the
not
president drives in.
Mhm.
Now, this thing weighs like 4 tons. It's the weight of, I believe, something like 30 Toyota Celicas. The weight of this thing. It has 8-inch thick armor plating. It has
Mhm.
run flat tires that can take bullets. It can survive an RPG attack, which is a rocket propelled grenade. It has its own air system for chemical attacks. And there's actually, from what I've read, and a lot of this material that you read on the beast, they only can give you so much information. But here's what I can tell you that I know that is pretty much gospel. When the president decides to go, let's say he went to Qatar. I think
Okay.
he went to Qatar
I think he
recently.
did.
Now,
Came
how
back.
do you, the question is, how does that entourage
Yeah.
and those vehicles get over to Qatar?
Yes.
The C-17 Hercules transport plane,
Right.
which in and of itself is a
It's a
mechanized marvel.
Yes.
Uh,
That's
it-
the front end comes off, right? Is they
No, no,
they
no.
drive the vehicles in.
Oh, maybe they can.
I think
No,
so.
okay. Well, this one they're driving in the back, but I
Oh.
believe the front comes up too. I believe they can do
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Now, what they do is it takes them over 2 hours to position. They put 2 of these presidentials on each plane, and they use laser to position them just right, because the center of gravity on these planes and the weight of these vehicles
Weight
has to be
distribution.
just right,
Mhm.
or it will either do a nosedive or
Mhm.
a dragon tail trying to take off.
Yeah.
Now, the weight that these C-17 U.S. Air Force transport planes, they can hold about 171,000 pound weight capacity,
It's
which
pretty
is a
significant.
lot.
That's
But
pretty
when you
significant.
start adding up the weight of these vehicles,
Yeah.
I believe it starts coming to the limit. They put 2 of the beasts on, and they strap them in as you were just vertical, driving them in.
Right.
And then on the ramps going up, they put 2 of the Suburbans that they use as chase vehicles that you see when you see his motorcade.
Mm-hmm.
And those are strapped on the ramps. Now, those in and of themselves have the armor plating. They have all the,
The run flat
doodads,
tires.
they have
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
and now that plane, when it takes off, now, how do you think the Secret Service men get there? They're riding on these C-17s, 40 of them at a time.
Mhm.
On the rails on the side, there's little jump seats.
Yes.
And that's where they sit.
Right.
So there's 40,
Just like
secret-
parachute.
just like,
Parachute.
and
is
it's
what-
not
yeah.
comfortable.
No,
this
no,
is-
no, no.
You are,
It's just a bench.
this is
Yeah.
rugged.
Mm-hmm.
It's these Secret Service men, they wear suits and all that. That's not the way it works. When they're flying on these C-17 airplanes,
Yeah.
it's like they're in the military.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rough and ready.
Speaking of noises,
We've got a doorbell dinger at world headquarters.
somebody rang our bell.
Yes. Now these planes, obviously, they take take off and land at what they call the Joint Andrews Air Force Base.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is in
Outside of DC.
Yes,
Mhm.
and that's where their home base is.
Right.
And when they go over to other countries, it's planned for months in advance.
Mhm.
It's not like Frank that they're just
Right. It's
randomly
not
taking.
spur of the moment. No.
You'll hear about the president decides to go to Qatar, the president decides to go to Saudi Arabia.
No.
It's been well planned in advance.
Oh yeah.
And one of the reasons they plan this in advance is all the tactical and misdirection
Mm-hmm.
that they have to lead and give to the world while they're doing their positioning of their vehicles and planes,
Right.
because there's always bad guys out there
Right.
out to get the
The
good
good
guys.
guys,
And
yes.
the good guys are the
Mhm.
United States.
Yes.
I always say that United States is the best country there ever was and will be. We have God's providence with us. We've been around for quite a while, since 1776.
Got our 250th anniversary coming up.
Yep, and we proudly fly
Mm-hmm.
the red, white, and blue flag
Mm-hmm.
with 50 stars.
Yep.
And I just love that flag, and I love saying the Pledge of Allegiance, and I love the Star Spangled Banner, and I love every bit about our country.
Mm-hmm.
There's no greater country to live in, and all these naysayers that seem to knock our country, for some reason, they're always people from other countries that aren't doing so well, and they want to
Yeah.
come over and criticize us.
Right?
Even some of the people.
It's a head scratcher.
It's a head scratcher. You
Yes.
better believe it.
You bet it is.
Now, when they land these planes,
Mm-hmm.
they, like when they went to Qatar, which is Qatar country,
Mhm.
they had a full concrete building that they brought all the vehicles to. Now, they also have all types of anti-communication and EMF devices.
Mm-hmm.
So for 2 mile circle around the cars and planes, they can at any given moment stop all communication. When they're in the building, when they are parking the vehicles after getting off the plane, every hour or two, they move them around in location inside the building. It's a constant cat and mouse game. In fact, I don't believe a lot of people really realize
There's a lot of logistics involved.
logistics,
Yes.
and there's a lot of bad people out there that are trying to get us.
So I saw the Obama motorcade traveling up and down US 1 here
Wow.
in Stewart a few years back.
No
Mhm.
kidding.
Yeah. He played golf in a local golf course. And of course, he come rolling down US 1. So you got an opportunity to see all the assorted vehicles, the emergency vehicles, and the chase vehicles. It was quite an
Wonder-
assemblage of
I
vehicles.
wonder when President Biden was president, I wonder if President Obama ever went to the White House or rode in the car with him.
That's a good
'Cause
question.
I've heard they were friends.
And they were, yes, I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
They served together.
Yeah. I always
Yeah.
wonder whether past presidents,
Oh, yeah, our
and
friendly.
some say that
Yeah.
past presidents sometimes have undue influence on current presidents,
Oh, yeah. Well, it's.
especially
Oh, yeah.
the
Well,
last one.
there's an influence there. We're still trying to figure out what it is.
I think everyone is. I believe that it's in the news lately, actually, which we don't talk politics, but
no,
it is
not at
interesting.
all. Not at
Um,
all. It's just you gotta chuckle.
Here's something else I'll tell
Mm-hmm.
you. Okay, so when they travel,
Mhm.
there's 4 cars that they'll bring, from what I've read.
Yes.
Now, again, no, they're not going to give you all the truth.
No.
So there's 4 of these Cadillac. They're Cadillacs, by the way.
Mhm.
They call them the Beast,
Uh,
and they're a diesel.
yes.
They're a diesel, a Duramax diesel. I do
Mhm.
know that. When they are driving down the road, every 90 seconds they are switching positions on the road. Did not know that.
Nope.
Constantly changing. It's a cat and mouse game because there's bad guys out to get them.
Mhm.
And I kid you not. If you knew how many assassination attempts are on current presidents, not just Trump, but any president, you'd roll your eyes. You wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And it's the work of the Secret Service and the logistics of the Air Force and the Marine Corps, because we know who is the guards with the president. It's always the Marine Corps.
Mm.
It always is.
Mm.
That's who stands outside the White House. When you see a president get off a plane and you see the
Mm.
military, it's always the Marines.
And the tarmac. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Mhm.
And with these cars that they have, there are, like I told you, there's the air filtration, but
Mhm.
there's also, they carry with them spare tires, doors,
Mhm.
which is just amazing to me that whenever they go anywhere, they are a full service staffing for all maintenance and repair operations on their vehicles. To
Wow.
me, that's fascinating.
Right. So that means a pit crew.
Exactly.
They got their own pit
Now,
crew.
here's another thing they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just say the president was in one of those cars traveling around.
Mhm.
When they're done, they use a chemical bath that they wash the entire vehicle on the outside to get rid of all DNA and organic material that the bad guys could use to do profiles, let's say, on some of the Secret Service members, getting DNA on them. It's
Mm.
quite I had no idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before I was doing my research for this show, I had no idea the depth
I wonder how far back that goes. Maybe as far back as Clinton, maybe further.
Yeah,
but
probably Clinton, I would
Yeah.
think.
They
Yeah.
could probably clone a president, you know, if you think
If you
about
get
it.
enough
They get the
DNA
DNI,
collected. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I wouldn't be surprised.
DNA.
Again, I don't know. I think they did a sheep, didn't they? Dolly the sheep.
Oh,
or
yeah,
Molly
sure.
the sheep.
They
Yeah.
did sheep and cows and other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd want to clone me.
No.
Not me.
There's only one of a kind. Yeah.
Or Frank. Or,
No,
or
yeah,
Ray for
no,
that
no
matter.
one's-
They've declined me already. That's okay.
You know what I love today, this afternoon? I've got three of the greatest minds. Well, I'll say two because I'm not going to talk about myself in the automotive knowledge and just business here. We got Ray,
No,
we got Frank, and we got me here.
no, you got two. You got
I
you
play
and
one
Frank.
on the radio. Todd's the real. He's
That's
the
right.
real
No,
brains in
that's
the
right.
operation.
Todd
Nah,
is.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's just not
he's
the case, but
humble. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not the case. But any case, I would love to be able to sit in that Cadillac and pop the hood
Oh yeah.
and just look around.
Oh yeah. Look at that Duramax engine. Yeah.
Now the doors on that beast, they
Mhm.
say weigh as much as a 747 door, over 300 pounds. The doors weigh each. Each.
That's some
Did
serious
you know that they
steel
carry
plating.
full ambulance services and
Yep.
medical teams and surgeons?
Yep.
They carry the blood of the president.
Yep.
On board.
Yep.
Ready to go. It just must be interesting.
Yeah.
Now I can remember a story back in the 70s when Nixon was president that his good buddy was Jackie Gleason.
Yes, he would
And
come down to
apparently him and
Miami
Jackie Gleason would go down to Miami and they
Yes.
would go out at midnight.
and for a bender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did the Secret Service, did they have all that then?
Yes.
They must have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jackie Gleason was that guy that was the star in Smokey and the Bandit.
Well, I was palling around with the Secret Service in Vail, Colorado when Jerry Ford was president.
Who was? You were?
I happened to be in Vail working at the time.
Oh, please elaborate. on that.
Hallucinate, huh?
Really?
Yes, yes, yes. So I worked in the main formal dining room where the Ford family dined.
Wow.
And so I had to visit with the Secret Service folks the day prior to make sure they had to make sure the windows and doors and all the
Oh, that's
entrance and
interesting.
exit
So
points
even,
were all covered.
even when we go back in time, not
yes.
very far,
Yes.
it still went on.
Oh, yes. They do a lot of logistics and study analytical work before the president or his family ever shows up anywhere.
And they're always changing their routes and times.
Mhm.
They do it on purpose.
Yeah.
To trick everybody. To
Yeah.
trick the bad guys.
Yeah. Always keep them guessing.
I can't imagine anybody that would want to. I guess for me, it's hard to understand
Hmm.
how there can be these people that just don't like us.
Yeah. Yeah. What's not
They
to
all want
like?
to come to us. They
That's
all want to
right.
get in our country.
It's the greatest place in the world.
In fact, I
Why
believe
not?
last year we had like 20 million people
Yeah.
come in as guests.
Sure.
A lot of them stayed in hotels paid for by
Yeah.
us. They did.
Who else would do that?
You know, some of them stayed at some of the fanciest hotels in downtown New York,
Right? I
and
know.
they all expenses paid. Well,
Yep.
we needed guests.
Yes.
Who knows? Now they're
Yeah.
all going back home.
Yes. Yes.
Don't know
Well,
where they're going, but I know they're going home.
Yes.
So interesting.
Yes, indeed.
And we were feeding them too, by the way.
Oh, I've heard. Yes. Yeah. Pretty well.
Yeah, well, we stopped feeding everybody now. And you,
Whoa. Hello.
you know the government's been shut down, and I think it's going to be starting back up.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. I think it's a final vote might take place today.
Been
Mhm.
wondering why the Publix grocery store has been so quiet lately.
Hmm.
There's no one in there getting their
Oh,
Food because of the-
EBT money. Yeah. Yeah.
snap. They call it
Oh, yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
But so we've talked about Elon Musk's $1 trillion pay plan.
Yes.
We've talked about the Ford GTD
Yes.
and the Porsche. Well, it's the GT3 RS, which
Mhm.
is a variant of the 911, and we've
Mhm.
also talked about the Beast.
The beast.
Okay.
Mhm.
What would you, Ray? What would your dream ride be? In a GTD, a Yugo, a Porsche, or the Beast? What would you like to ride in?
I'll take the Mustang.
Okay. the Mustang. How about you, Frank?
I would take the beast because I think I would like to hear what it sounded like from the inside. It probably
Quiet.
very quiet. Yes.
And you know what my
Yeah.
choice would be?
Why?
I'd like to drive a Yugo.
Oh, the Yugo.
I like to grind through them gears and see what it's like on the
Woo.
track.
Yeah, you got to carry your toolbox.
So
with
I
you.
did a Google search, and Jay Leno does not own a Yugo, but he
Yep.
did feature one in one of his shows.
Oh, he
Jay
did?
Leno's Garage. He
Yeah,
was-
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Well, you
Mhm.
remember when Life magazine first came back?
Mhm.
Okay, it featured the 10 worst cars made in America.
Mhm.
You know what number 1 was, right?
What's
What?
that?
It was the Vega.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here was the caption below it: the only car that rusts and depreciates in the showroom.
Wow. All right.
Okay.
That's a claim to fame.
Well,
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 59 Cadillac with the big fins too. They talked about how unattractive that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Pinto was in there.
Yes.
The AMC Gremlin was
The
in there.
Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So
I think we're
just
time to
mention
take a
few.
break. What are your thoughts?
Well, I think you got a couple minutes if you want, but if you want to take a break,
I want to take a break and then we'll come back for the final stretches of our show.
Okay.
Wow.
We have a lot to talk about.
Yes. Seventh inning stretch coming up.
Oh, gonna stretch right
Here
now.
we go.
And we'll be back with the Crown Car Care in just a few moments.
You're listening to Crown Car Care with Todd Harris. Got a question or comment? Give us a call now at 220-9788. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Crown Car Care, providing trusted high-quality auto repair services since 2006. Here again is your host and owner, Todd Harris.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Todd Harris from Crown Car Care. My business or company, Crown Car Care, sponsors this radio show every week for an hour from 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock on Wednesdays. We welcome any one of you that wants to call. We welcome any one of you that wants to become one of our special customers. We urge every one of you to try us out for an oil change. Or if you have a concern or a problem you'd like to have addressed, please give us a call. Our phone number is 772-781-8000. And boy, that's a good number, isn't it?
Mhm.
781-8000 or 772-283-4707. That's my Cove Road store. Now, let me tell you some breaking news about my Cove Road store. For years, I've had a famous fish tank there,
Yes. Cichlid.
a cichlid.
Yes.
Now, let me tell you what we have now. We
Mm.
don't have cichlids anymore.
Oh, no.
We have angelfish.
Oh.
There's been a whole redoing of our
sweet.
fish tanks.
All right.
We have now.
They've gone
angel-
ethereal.
Yeah, and these angelfish are going to they're the type to get real big.
Mm.
So they will be like
Mhm.
6-7 inches big.
Yeah.
And we have some real pretty ones in there.
That's a big tank, too.
Yeah, and it was something I requested. I think I got bored with my cichlids.
Oh,
So
You got sick of your cichlids?
I got
Yeah.
sick of my cichlids.
86 to cichlids.
Now we didn't get rid of them. The service that
Recycled
comes
them?
in- well, we put them to a good home. We
Okay.
We put them up for adoption. and
Okay.
Several other clients that have fish tanks with cichlids took them in.
Okay. Good.
So they adopted my pet
Oh,
cichlids.
okay.
And now I have just little teeny baby angelfish, and they're
Okay.
already growing.
Yes.
Very interesting. We have an automatic feeder that happens, and the lights come on automatically during the day and at night.
All right.
And it's we love fish.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Now, don't bring your fishing pole though. It's strictly for looking at. So if you think you can go in there and catch a fish, you're not allowed to.
hooks are not allowed.
Hooks are not allowed.
Neither are nets.
No nets either.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's my Cove Road store.
Very good.
Now, here's a question for everyone out there. What's the most important subsystem on an automobile? Now, if you know me, you've listened to me. What is the most important? And the one, it's the same, that will cause the most damage to a vehicle if it has a problem. What's the worst enemy of every car? Gasoline, that is,
Ooh.
or diesel,
Oh, yeah.
overheating.
Mm,
Cooling system, I would say, is hands down
Interesting.
the most important subsystem on your car. Why am I saying that? Well, it's fall.
Mm-hmm.
Getting for Christmas. My
Mhm.
goodness, we're what, a month and a couple days or a couple
Yeah.
weeks from Christmas.
Wow.
Now would be a good time
Mm-hmm.
to come in and let's check out your cooling system.
Yeah.
Could be fine. But what happens if you have a sticking thermostat or some of your the coolant has a too high of a pH, or it's starting to get a little bit sludgy? And the cooling systems that have organic coolant it'll become thick and gooey. Your worst enemy is overheating. If your engine overheats or your transmission overheats, you're looking at thousands and thousands of dollars to get it fixed, because generally when the engine overheats, it's over. The
Mhm.
motor. Sometimes you can get lucky and do a head gasket, but for the most part, you've cooked it.
Yeah.
And I don't know of any other subsystem on a car. Now we're talking the most damage. Now, of course, what's the most important would be the brakes,
Right.
From a safety perspective, right? When you're driving
Right.
down the road, you got to be able to stop,
Yeah.
especially if you're driving one of them fancy Ford GTDs or Porsche 911 GT3 RSs.
Right.
'Cause those
You
things
go, you
go-
just put your foot out the door and can drag it a
Well,
little
not
bit.
that they had that sport version. It was a vinyl package
Yeah.
that really added to the aerodynamics of
Oh.
the vehicle, and it became quite a track car.
Okay.
Just throw out the anchor.
I don't know how much those things weighed, but I'm going to tell you they were cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap in price, though, only.
Right.
I'd like to get one. Put Crown Car Care logo on it.
Good project.
Put it in
Mark.
parades.
Yeah.
Frank and I will drive it in the parade.
With the slogan, "We fix anything."
And you know what I'm going to tell you? You know what was yesterday? Who knows what was yesterday? Veterans
Oh,
Day.
Yeah, it was.
Veterans Day.
Yes.
And who do we honor?
Veterans.
Veterans.
You bet.
Crown Car Care has a history of honoring veterans. In
You
fact,
bet.
many, many years at the air show, we've given away a car to a disabled veteran every year.
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, we gave one away at my Cove Road store.
I was there for that.
Yeah, and
that
it was
wonderful.
Brian Mass is the one
Mhm.
that gave it to
Mhm.
one of our state representative there in Congress.
Yeah.
He gave it to the keys to a young gentleman. This year, I gave away a Toyota Avalon
Mm-hmm.
to a young gal that was in need. She had come from a battered home, young
Mhm.
gal, and she was now entering college over at Indian River State College, and she didn't have transportation. My wife and I were at a event in the Lyric Theater, which is in downtown Stoughton, and they called out a need for a car. And you know whose hand went right up? Because I
Right.
always keep a car in the background lurking in case somebody needs one.
Right.
And we had one lurking, and we gave it to her. It was a black Toyota Avalon, and she loves it, and she's now able to get back and forth to college.
Yeah.
So
And,
we did
and
it this year.
we should tell the listeners that Todd does more than just give people a car. He does a complete overhaul service, new skins on the tires. I
Right,
mean,
everything.
everything's fresh and new and spanking pretty. So yeah, so it's a lot more than just handing them the keys. So it's a whole entirely gone over package.
Yep. And this year we gave it to this gal. I don't
Mhm.
recall her name, and I wouldn't say it on the air anyway. But next year we have some other things in store. I've got a couple more vehicles I've added to my car collection, and we're always refurbing them, always getting them ready to give to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They're not brand new,
No.
but we put a lot of we do put money into them, and we put a lot of labor and love into them. All the people that work with me,